What the heck is up, you guys? It's your boy Ace, aka Animated Heroes, here back with another action figure review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Undead Unluck Fuko Izumo, who is yet another character I know nothing about. And again, that is going to be another reason that I am able to bring you guys a very unbiased review. I did just recently review Andy, so make sure you guys go check that out. But for now, let's go ahead and get started off with this one, diving right into the sexy packaging. Now, when it comes to the box, as you guys can see, it is that slim, slender look, just like they did with Andy. And then here is a size comparison almost to the Naruto 99 Naruto figure, which, as you can see, has a bit of a wider packaging. Now, I do love the colors on this. As I did say with Andy, I love that the colors are pink and this like light blue. Hers is actually more light blue than pink. His is more pink than light blue. I love light blue more, so obviously I like this packaging a little bit more. It does say Fuko Izumo on the packaging. You got the window where you can see the figure, picture of her on the front. It says Tamashii Nation's Bandai, Bandai Namco, all that good stuff. At the top, we've got her in a attack pose. At the bottom, we've got her adjusting her beanie. Nothing much on this side. On the back, we've got her looking really excited right here. She's doing the anime trope excited face. And then on the back, we've got quite a few poses you can get the figure into, some of the facial expressions, and a bunch of stuff I cannot read because I imported this figure from Ami. If you plan on getting your hands on it, I just looked. She is currently still in stock, so if you want to buy this, go check them out. Now, straight out of the packaging, here we have Fuko Izumo looking very cute, very adorable, very demure.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Let me stop. Let me not even get started with that. But yeah, right out of the package, she looks good, man. As you can see, she's definitely a little bit more of a simplistic design than Andy, who had a whole lot of sculpt work and detail put into this one. Not to say it's not on her, but it is a bit more dumbed down. She has a more softer sculpt. Now, looking at her, I do believe her beanie probably is something very important to the character, and I say that because I'm using Jinkies, the clues that I found, and I'm putting two and two together. It says good luck on the hat. The anime is called Undead Unluck, so I mean, it just makes sense. I'd imagine this hat has something to do with the series. I could be wrong. Y'all can tell me in the comment section below. Now, when it comes to her shirt, she just has on this long white sleeve shirt. It has this N on it. Well, it's not an N. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I said N. Somebody's going to get pissed about that, and they're probably going to get pissed about what I say next. But she does also have a tie on like Andy, which leads me to believe that she's either a high school character or she's in some kind of academy where they do something like Jujutsu Kaisen Academy, Fairy Tale Academy, who knows? Matter of fact, let me stop. I'm going to piss someone off who's a fan of the series because they're definitely going to be like, Ace, look it up. It's not that hard to do. Guy, chill. I just wanted to give you an unbiased, fair review. That's all I'm trying to do here. Anyway, she does have on the red gloves, which look cool. She has her shirt tied around her waist, and I'm believing that this is probably the same shirt that Andy is wearing. It's the upper jacket piece to the pants, her dress outfit. Of course, it's meant for her instead of him. So yeah, the pants, still the same slacks, which look really good, very simplistic design. And then we have the shoes that kind of resemble, if I can talk. They almost look like Chuck Taylor's. Now I don't know if there's any particular style they were going for, but they look good. Paint and everything on this figure is very clean. Now let's go ahead and take a closer look at it so we can examine some of the details further. Getting up close and personal, you don't really have a whole lot going on with the beanie. It is just one color red. I do wish that they would have added like a bit of a black wash in there to give it some shading. That would have been cool. The hair is, it looks like it's purple. I'm assuming that's what color it is. It could just be my lighting. Maybe it's like a navy blue. Not entirely sure, but it looks good. I really love the red eyes that they really pop on this figure, man. They're glowing quite a bit. I feel like they would stand out even more if her beanie, tie, and gloves weren't red. But again, they look very, very well done. She does have this paint splotch on her face too. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's very small in comparison to Andy. But if you guys watch that review, you'll know that is an issue I had with him, man. There were like weird paint splotches in areas that they shouldn't be. And it sucks because it's the skin tone. And there's really nothing I can do about that. I'm going to try to wipe it off, but I wasn't able to do it with him. Now, when it comes to the shirt, sculpting and detail, everything looks really good. Again, it could have used a bit of shading to kind of make it pop. It is just this one flat color white, which be careful handling this because the longer you have it, the more it will start to turn into that like brownish color, especially for those people that don't wash your hands. People wash your hands before you handle your action figures. That's just something I wanted to throw out there. But yeah, it will start to change that color. The only figure I can think of as an example is SH Figuarts Frieza. I've seen some of those start to turn that brownish color the longer they handle him. And then probably characters like Moon Knight from Marvel as well. But again, the tie looks good. The gloves look good. All very, very simple designs and sculpt work. Not a lot going on. This piece right here is a soft plastic, and it is in two different pieces. Here you've got the skirt piece that is cut along the sides, and then you've got this back piece right here, which you would think is meant to move outward, but it is a hard plastic, so it's really not. These pieces right here are going to be the ones that are more articulationable. Yes, I made that word up and we're sticking with it. When it comes to the legs, as you can see, they do kind of like flicker backwards, but you still can pose them up, and we'll get to the articulation next. And they look good, man. They look really good. Definitely very slim, slender, so I don't think they had a whole lot of room to incorporate a crazy amount of articulation, but it does look double jointed. We'll take a look at that next. And then we have the Chuck Taylors, which these kind of clean, man. I'm not gonna lie, yo, making me want to give me some. I'm not gonna do it, but they're cool. They're cool. So overall, yeah, a very good looking figure, man. Very clean, very I'm not gonna say it. All right, let's move on. Now, when it comes to the height on this figure, to the top of her head, she is about 5.5 inches, so quite a bit smaller than Andy. And of course, we'll see that once we do the size comparisons a little bit later. Also showing her off next to some other anime characters that I do have right beside me. Articulation wise, she looks up very well. I like that a whole lot. She looks down, not the best because the chin is going to touch the base of the neck. She gets really good tilt, turn, all of that good stuff, so she can be very expressive. And she looks like the type of character to be very expressive, and we're going to see that in just a sec. The arms do go up about this much, but you do kind of got to tuck them in this little socket area right here, so those T-poses are not going to pose a problem. When it comes to bringing her arms inward though, her butterfly joints are not all that great, and so you can really only bring them in about this much. She doesn't look like the type of character to be punching or holding weapons or anything, so I mean, I guess that's okay. Still would have been cool if they incorporated a better butterfly joint though. She does swivel at the shoulder and not the bicep. The arms are double jointed, and so you can get her in those really excited-esque type poses however you want. At the diaphragm, it's not the best, but it is functional, so that's fine. At the, ooh, was that the diaphragm? Yeah, at the diaphragm, she does not turn well at all. Y'all hear that clicking? That is, ooh, I'm not gonna mess with that. At the waist, she turns just fine, so that's cool. Most of your bending forward, bending back, well, she doesn't even really bend backwards, so most of your bending forward poses are going to come from the waist, but even still, it is not the best. So the upper, or the torso, is just, it's very, very limited, so be wary of that. Now, when it comes to the legs, she kicks up all the way, much better than I thought, actually. I was sure that this was going to hinder it, but it really doesn't. She kicks out about that much, and that's good. I love how everything still looks flush. That's great. She does have a thigh swivel, and she does have, ooh, oh nah. Oh nah, bro. That, oh nah. That is not it, bro. That's not it, bro. That's ugly, yo. Those knees, they should have just made this single jointed, yo. What are these crab legs we got going on here, yo? Oh, nah, bro. Ugh. Anyway, foot goes down about that much, up about that much. Slight ankle rocker. It definitely goes outward more than it comes inward. And then she does have a super crazy toe hinge. That is borderline unnecessary, but it does work. Everything is okay. The articulation could be better in certain certain areas. I cannot talk today. And the knees could just overall look better. Like I don't want to bend them at all. Like it's bad. And I just realized I got caught up and didn't even show the hand movement. So her hands are on a ball peg. They move around just fine. Actually, much better than I thought, considering the fact that she's got this almost like cuff around her wrist. So yeah, there's that. Now, when it comes to accessories, you don't get a whole lot with her, but I do think you get enough. First off, she comes with a smiling face and a pair of fist hands right out of the packaging. She comes with this almost confident look face where she has a blush on her face and she's also crying a little. But I love moments like this where you can tell she's probably facing some kind of hardship in the anime, but she just gained the confidence to just like handle it. And I love those type of moments where you see the main character facing a challenge and they're like, you know what, I'm gonna take this head on. So that's dope. She does come with this smiling, excited face right here. Again, still having a blush. She does come with this I guess you could say nervous expression, which I like this as well. And then she does come with this facial expression where it definitely looks like she's daydreaming. I dig this. She's kind of staring off into space, or she could be staring at Andy. Who knows? I don't know what the relationship between the two of them is, but he looks way older than her, so maybe I'm tripping. Anyway, she comes with this hat where this is basically meant to be her adjusting it. And so I'm going to show the hands for that. You just plug these on and then you kind of tuck them onto the hat. There's nowhere for it to peg or anything, but you can tell that's what it's for. Then she does come with these like widespread finger spread hands. So these are cool. And last but not least, she comes with a set of hands that don't have the gloves on. So at first I thought these were for adjusting her hat, but then I was like, nah, I don't think so. So what this leads me to believe, since all the other hands have gloves on, she probably has some kind of ability where if she touches you with her bare hands, you're cooked. Now, I don't know where they got that from, but that seems like a really dope ability if that's the case. Moving on to size comparisons, here she is standing next to Andy from the same series, Undead Unluck. Again, he looks like he's much older than her, but you guys know how animes work. Characters really be out here looking 35, but be 15. Anyway, we also got her standing next to the SH Figuarts Naruto 99 Naruto Uzumaki and the SH Figuarts One Piece Romance Dawn Luffy. Next up, here she is standing next to an SH Figuarts Kimetsu no Yaiba or Demon Slayer Tanjiro Kamado, the SH Figuarts Jujutsu Kaisen Greatness Yuji Itadori, and then we also have her standing next to an SH Figuarts Ryu. And last but not least, here she is standing next to a Kyoto Revoltech My Hero Academia Kirishima or Red Riot. We also have her standing next to a Jada Toys Street Fighter Chun-Li and a Figma / Good Smile Company Deku from My Hero Academia as well. Now, when it comes to my final thoughts on this figure, I'll keep it a buck. These are two figures that I feel like, in my personal opinion, you have to have both of them together in order to really enjoy them. Now, I know someone's going to say, if you read the series, you'll know that Fuko is way better than Andy, or Andy is so much cooler than Fuko. You don't got to have them together. They don't even interact in the series, despite them having photos together. Somebody somewhere is going to say something or think something. It is what it is at this point. But I don't know, man. It's just, I feel like Andy really compliments Fuko. And I say that because you can tell where the majority of the budget went when it comes to these two figures. It definitely went to Andy because he doesn't have nearly as many mistakes as Fuko does, yo. The torso articulation on Fuko is just horrible. Like it's horrible. You really don't get much posability out of it. And then other than that, the knees just look outrageous, yo. Those things look terrible. It's some of the ugliest knees that I've seen SH Figuarts do since the first Dragon Ball releases. Now, if you guys don't remember those, go back and watch some old Dragon Ball reviews. Try to find the very first base Goku review and look up the knees on that thing. If I can find a picture, I'll put it in here. But if not, go look it up. You'll see what I mean. But it's a good looking figure. Comes with a decent amount of accessories. There's probably more that I could ask for, but given that I don't know anything about this character, that would be difficult for me to do. So if you guys want to leave something in the comments that you think she could have came with to maybe make the figure a little bit better, then feel free to do so. But as it stands, this figure to me is almost like getting my hands on another of the Spy Family figures. You know, they don't come with a whole lot of accessories, a couple of hands, and then a bunch of different facial expressions, and that's what really makes those figures what they are. That's kind of how I feel about this one, and so there's no way that I was going to be disappointed with it other than some of the design choices and the articulation. But overall, I hope that you guys enjoyed this review. I do recommend these figures. I forgot to say that, but I do recommend them despite the flaws. Now anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this review. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already or you're new here. Make sure to hit that bell icon so you're notified whenever I upload new content. And last but not least, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep up with my activity outside of YouTube. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe wherever you are, and bye.